about is native iOS did all its bits. So you want to build a mobile app that will run on both Android and iOS. We have a lot of options out there. I've broken them down into 3 different categories. The first one is web-based or wrapper. That would be PhoneGap, Ionic, Cordova. And these are web-based apps that are wrapped in a native container. And so the idea is they look like web apps, but when they need to access hardware, say Bluetooth or camera, the code has to travel from the web view to the native container and then back. So there's a little bit of cost involved with that. Another group of technologies you can use to build for Android and iOS is cross-platform technologies like Titanium, which I'm very familiar with. There's Xamarin and React Native, which is more recent. And you can also build 2 fully native apps. That's also a solution. And the idea is, I'm just sharing with you my personal experiences, so then you can have a discussion with your colleagues, your management, your business partners about what's the best solution for your given situation. So how do you decide? Well, like I said, depending on your situation, such as if you're an entrepreneur, if you're a freelance or a corporate developer, it depends on what you're building. And finally, I'm going to end with some recommendations. Oops, sorry about that. So why am I talking about this topic? As I said earlier, I have experience building mobile apps using a cross-platform technology called Titanium. So the 2 in the upper left there are the car field guide apps I've released to Google Play and the App Store. Over there in the other corner is Color Wisdom, which is a tarot card app, which was also released to Google Play and the App Store, and the Nook back in the day. Sadly, that app is no longer in any of those stores. And then the bottom row are the apps I've written natively. And the Name That Pet over there is a fun pet name generating app for your dog or cat. And that was written in Objective-C and Swift, another personal app. And then finally, Simply E in the bottom right corner there is where I work now. It is an ebook reader app for the New York Public Library. It's written in Objective-C and Swift, and there's also an Android version. So let me share a little bit about my journey as a mobile developer. Not all the boring details, just some of the highlights. I'm a long-time software developer. I was laid off from my last corporate job as a Java developer in 2009. And then I decided to get retrained as an internet marketing specialist and WordPress web designer. So I did that as a freelancer until I realized that I was not good at web design. I was not much of a designer. So then these things called smartphones came out, and it was an opportunity for me to get back into application development, which is something I'm good at. And I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I wanted to have it all. I wanted to build an app that can run on all the platforms and generate all the residual income. Now remember, when smartphones came out, that was the big thing. Everyone had an app out there. Everyone was going to make $1 million from releasing, the greatest apps ever. And I wanted to be a part of that. And I thought, when I'm not busy raking in all this money from my residual income from the apps I built, I can work as a freelancer and be my own boss. All I had to do was just convince companies that the way to build mobile apps is to do it cross-platform and to do it using Titanium. So that should be easy, right? Foreshadowing. So I went all in on Titanium. This was around 2011. And I actually did a short case study. I tried out PhoneGap very briefly and also Titanium. And I like Titanium so much better because it was a way to build a mobile app that ran on both Android and iOS from one code base that had the look and feel and performance native. And I even ran a meetup. There's me with one of my many presentations, and I was a Titan, which is fancy word for a volunteer evangelist for Accelerator Titanium. Now they've been bought by Axwell. But Titanium was ahead of its time. So for those of you that might be too young to recognize, that's Betamax and VHS tapes. Back in the 80s, there was a big video format war. Some people felt like Betamax was better, but of course VHS won out. Back in those days, when I was starting out in Titanium, so PhoneGap was like VHS, Titanium was like Betamax, right? It was better, but most people didn't hear about it. Most companies prefer to build their mobile apps either natively or using PhoneGap until they realized that PhoneGap sucked, and they went back to native. The few companies that did use Titanium just did it all wrong. They didn't understand that it's not build once, build once, run everywhere. You have to build and test for both platforms in parallel, because you're not building a web app in a native container. It compiles into native code. So you have to take into account the differences between the two platforms. An example is segmented control. So you guys know what segmented control is, right? You have a group of buttons, you click a button and it deselects the others. That component doesn't exist in Android. So if you want that on Android, you have to, in the code, build a group of buttons and programmatically connect them. So if you were to put in segmented control in your Titanium app and you didn't have any branching code, and then you try to run it in Android, your program would crash. That's just an example. So a lot of companies, when they did try Titanium, they just didn't understand how it worked and gave Titanium bad reputation. So with Titanium being ahead of its time, I couldn't convince all these companies to adopt it. And sadly, I didn't make the millions of dollars of residual income from my car field guide apps that I had hoped. So I went back to being a corporate shill. So what did I learn? Now, I have the least amount of experience with web-based technologies, but I know enough to be able to discuss the pros and cons with alternatives. One pro is web-based apps make a lot of sense here. So the main view of your app is a web view, then web-based may be the way to go. One con is it does not provide a native user experience. And as I mentioned before, it can be slow with the hardware because of the travel to the native container and back. But you're expected to know about both platforms, even more so with cross-platform, which I'll go into in a bit. But just because you're expected to know more doesn't necessarily equate to greater pay if you're working for an entrepreneur. And if you're a freelancer, like I was as a cross-platform developer, you've got to get all the devices. And that's bad enough for iOS. But with Android, it's like, talk about all that fragmentation. It's even worse now. Some people say that it's great for building an MVP or for an app with limited distribution. My understanding of that is because since you're basically building a web app, it's going to look the same on both. So you don't have to worry as much about making it look native and ironing out all the finer details of native. And so it might be good just to see if your idea has legs. One huge downside is if you need third-party library support or SDKs, they're always available for native, but they might not be available, or they might be kind of like a second thought for hybrid, for web-based or cross-platform. And so if your customer depends on that library and they don't support it consistently, that could be a big problem for you. One pro is if you're using a language like JavaScript, for example, you may be able to leverage your expertise in that. Now, cross-platform, there's a lot of overlapping pros and cons. One pro is, I kind of alluded to, is it's really best for apps where there is 80% or more shared code base. So if there's a lot of differences so that you need a whole bunch of branching code everywhere, you may be better off just building 2 native apps. And another huge pro for me is you do get a native-looking user experience. And it's great for apps that require heavy hardware usage. For me, personally, I've built apps in Titanium that have used geolocation, push notifications, and camera, and they all work great. Again, you're expected to know more about both platforms, not necessarily equal or greater pay. Same problem with test devices, library support, can leverage existing knowledge in previous languages. Oh, this happened to me a lot. Getting approached by entrepreneurs to build great ideas for equity. Yeah, you guys know about this. So, one story I like to share is there was one entrepreneur that approached me, which he told me was, this is a great idea. This is going to be the pet rock of apps. Now, for those of you that are too young to know what that is, there was a pet rock that rocks that they sold. This was in the 70s, but it wasn't just rocks, you know. They had like moving eyes and painted faces on them, and I think they had names or whatever. But the point was, it was a fad. So he's like, you can build this thing very easily, very quickly. I don't know how he knew this, because he wasn't a mobile developer. And it was so easy, I don't know why he was asking me to build it instead of doing it himself. But it was something that could cash in on this amazing fad. But sadly, I didn't pick him up on that idea, and that's probably why I'm not a billionaire today. And again, I can't emphasize this enough. Titanium is really great, but only if you build and test apps for both platforms in parallel. Little differences between the two can really build up to the point that if you just build a test for one platform all the way through, and then you try to run it on the other, it might not even work. You may have to start over from the beginning. And let's see, I'll give this quick example. One time I was part of this hackathon, and we were building a parking app. And at the time, you can have multiple maps for Apple, for iOS, but you couldn't do the same for Android. And so we started off for building and testing in iOS. And then when we tried to run it in Android, we couldn't display more than one map. But since we were early on in the process, we went back, changed some things around. And it was a good thing we caught that early on, because if we had just built and ran for iOS and then went back and tried to run it for Android, we would have realized that we had to build a completely new app. And would have defeated the whole purpose of using cross-platform. And what are the pros and cons of native that I learned? Well, you know, some of you are probably aware that it's challenging maintaining 2 code bases, Android and iOS. It's also can be a challenge maintaining feature parity with the other platforms. And it can be hard to pay both an Android and iOS developer if you're an entrepreneur just testing out your idea. If you're a freelancer and an entrepreneur yourself, you may have to look for a partner who works for the other platform in order to have a full solution. And even though Apple really swift trying to make it easier to get into iOS development, but in some ways it's harder because now for legacy systems, you've got to program in 2 languages. That's what I'm doing for my project. But it does provide the best user experience if your project is fully funded. And for developers, it can be great to focus on one platform and do it well. And again, you get great SDK and libraries where you don't have to worry that the library you're using is going to stop being maintained. And as I mentioned before about web-based apps, this might not be good to build it natively. And an example that is on my project, Simply E, it's like I mentioned, it's an ebook reader app. And so originally it can only render books in EPUB format. What I'm working on right now is getting it to render in PDF format. So we start by trying out PDF.js, which is a web-based library. And you can imagine trying to display a PDF book in a web view inside a native iOS app. It was terrible user experience. So then we finally went with PSPDF Kit, which is a commercial solution, and it had a solution for native iOS, and that worked out much better for us. So native is not good for everything. Okay? Just to kind of summarize the big difference between building for two platforms simultaneously versus one is whether you want to go deep or go broad, right? So you get the best user experience going deep, but you have some of the problems like maintaining feature parity and so forth. But then there's other problems if you go broad with two platforms. There's no way you can cover all the use cases. There's no way you can cover all the edge cases. So you really got to think, what does my project need? So my recommendations, I feel, is if you can mix and match cross-platform and native technologies, that may be an ideal compromise if you have access to cross-platform and mobile talent. That's for the best native mobile user experience. It will enable you to reuse code. An example is, I know with Titanium, you have something called Hyperloop, which allows you to add native code into your Titanium app. With React Native, I haven't tried this myself. I heard you can add React Native modules to native apps. Of course, go native if you're fully funded. I say cross-platform is great if you're committed to building one baseline correctly, knowing the limitations that I just discussed. And do web-based wrapper technologies if you're building a web-based app, or if you plan on rewriting it anyways, if you're just doing it for an MVP. But regardless of what technology you use, I think it's helpful to know something about running a business or how to fill market need if you're an entrepreneur. So at the end of the day, yeah, my freelance house, they say it's famine or feast. It was probably more famine. And my personal apps didn't make a whole lot of money. Maybe I needed a business partner to help me find gigs or help me develop ideas that are marketable. But I have built and released my own apps that run on both platforms. And I might run my own business again someday, who knows. But right now my career stability is a higher priority, but I am proud that I'm still a mobile developer. And in spite of my past hardships, everything that I've done has led to the career that I have now, and that is being a native iOS developer who works from home. So this presentation might really be about how I became a native iOS developer. But I hope you learned a few things about the different mobile technologies that are out there and how to select which one you need for your given situation. And as the great Jerry Springer once said, take care of yourself and each other. My name is Vui Nguyen. Thanks for listening.